Well, good Tuesday morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with Joe Boo, and Joe Boo's still taking it hard, the loss to the Eagles, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business here, and let's wake up the football gods on this way too early edition of the Joe Boo Sports Report. It is 6 a.m. and I'm getting this out. Got to go down the country and do some work and come back today because, hey, got to pay those bills. Tuesday, off day for the NFL players. They get back on the field tomorrow. Dak Prescott is expected to be cleared medically today and then be on the practice field tomorrow. It's no guarantee that he will be playing on Sunday against the Lions, a get-right game for the Dallas Cowboys. I think that it's really a foregone conclusion that Dak will be playing this weekend. I think this is more of making the Lions prepare for Cooper Rush as well as Dak Prescott. Now, there's a bunch of our fan base that's really ticked off with the loss to the Eagles, and believe me, I hate that we lost to the Eagles. Last night, I just spent money to buy a Hurts season hat from Lord Brunson, so that way I can do this bet with Philly 500. Unfortunately, it takes 5 to 7 days, I think business days, to get here, so it won't be here till next week. So Eagles, sorry, it's coming when it's coming. It's ordered, it's paid for, and we'll do the walk of shame once it gets here. But for those that are upset, we literally had the crowd and the pendulum swing completely the other direction, where we were happy with what Mike McCarthy was doing. We were happy with Cooper Rush. We were happy with the team and everything. And then we lose a game and we're ready to fire everybody. That everybody needs to go. That the defense isn't as good as we thought it was, that Mike McCarthy screwed up, Kellen Moore sucks, Jerry Jones is a terrible owner. You know what? Hold on. Going to the beginning of the season, nobody gave us a chance in hell of being a playoff team or the division or anything. After Dak went down, they literally said, stick a fork in them. They're done. They're done. Here we said, we got a better record than the 49ers, the Rams, having beat the Rams, the Seattle Seahawks, the Cardinals, a whole division that we said was better than our division. We're better than the Green Bay Packers. We have still, even with the 26 points that we gave up, the first time over 20 points, the number 3 scoring defense. D-Law is the third-rated defender, edge rusher defender against the run. Micah Parsons is an MVP candidate for defensive player of the year. And we did that with our backup quarterback in. When Dak comes back, and I believe me, we understand the people, the talking heads cherry pick statistics and things and try and tell you that, he's not good and things like that. Well, I'd say right now he's a hell of a lot better than, say, Russell Wilson. He'll be able to do more than what Russell Wilson is doing right now, which is 4 TDs, 3 interceptions, and I think they've got 2 wins. When you think about what we did last year, and it's crazy how people have a very short-term memory, that the only thing they remember is the Tampa Bay game, that there was nobody except Zeke Elliott that actually played well in that game. That game was horrendous across the board. But with Dak Prescott, this team averaged last year 31 points a game. 31 points a game. Now, I get it. We don't have Amari Cooper there. But I guarantee that we'll be able to put up a few more points than what we've been putting up. No disrespect to Cooper Rush. Cooper Rush has done great. The team has responded to him. But it's time to actually get in gear. And I think the Cowboys are actually in a good place. Haven't seen what Rich Eisen said yesterday about the Cowboys after our loss, but let's see what they have to say.
The Eagles are clearly the class forecast of the NFC through 6 weeks. Something I didn't think I would be saying. I definitely thought that they would beat the Cowboys in this game going into the season because I picked the Eagles to win the division, and you can't win a division without winning all your home games in division, or it becomes that much tougher. I certainly didn't see Cooper Rush being the quarterback coming into this game on a 4-game win streak, I might add. And what the Philadelphia Eagles did is kind of what they normally do, which is play a heck of a second quarter to really put you down and out and then struggle to maintain that lead before hanging on. And that's what the Eagles did yesterday. They picked off Cooper Rush 3 times, and Jalen Hurts had a nice night with A.J. Brown. Miles Sanders got in the end zone just like Brown as well. The running game was stout. And when Lane Johnson went out with a concussion, that's when Micah Parsons became unleashed, and the Cowboys put together quite a run down 20-3 and made it a 20-17 ball game. But when you are a championship quality team trying to stay undefeated as the lone remaining undefeated team in the NFL, you put together a drive like Jalen Hurts and the Eagles did. 13 plays, 75 yards, 7.5 minutes that put this thing in the oven. Fully baked, and out came an undefeated cake because the Eagles wound up picking off Cooper Rush right after it.
Game was
and that wrapped it up 26-17. And the Eagles, I just sit here and I watch them, and you know I love Jalen Hurts, and I love the fact that they're so diverse in their offense. That play that they ran twice to A.J. Brown, one for a touchdown, one for a first down, where they kind of move him in motion from right to left, and then he comes back from left to right, and Hurts is rolling out with him, and it's a 2-man game. You either come get Jalen Hurts and leave A.J. Brown open, or you go cover A.J. Brown and Jalen Hurts can come run past you. And Micah Parsons was that guy in the middle. Put the best defensive player, in my mind, in the NFL in a bind twice, and it worked out. One for a touchdown, one for a first down. It really is fascinating to watch this offense. But I am wondering what does happen if somebody douses the run game on him. And that'll be some of the questions that I will get answered. We'll all get answered. But for the moment, the Eagles are the best team in the NFC. And I will tell you this, in the same way that I will not and did not criticize the Chiefs for losing that game. T.J. Jefferson, you and the Dallas Cowboys fan base, that was as good a loss as you could have expected last night.
There you go.
I'm telling you what.
Yeah, it was.
That was as good a loss, and you can't win them all.
No.
And you certainly can't win them all on the road in division. You already got to win over the Giants, who are now a game in front of you because they had a monster finish to their game against the Ravens, turning Lamar Jackson over twice in his last 2 possessions to come out with the win. Hey, fell down early. Cooper Rush had his carriage turned back into a pumpkin.
Yeah.
And they still made a damn close game out of it, put a huge scare in Philadelphia, and didn't come up with the win. But they can hang their hat on a nice second half.
Very much so.
And this is now the perfect time for saying this is exactly where Dak will take this team. They won't fall down, one would think, 20-3 in the first place. But if they do, he adds a certain element to this team and a dynamic that Cooper Rush doesn't have. That next gear, Dak's shown that he has. It's his team, and he's going to come back, and they can say when they face each other on Christmas, hey, we almost beat you in your house with Cooper Rush. And here comes Dak taking on the Lions and the Bears. Oh, my, because I'm assuming he's coming back. He had a really nice workout before the game, all eyes on him. He threw it well. He got through it well. Then there's a bye week, and then they're at Green Bay, and it's kind of like after you saw what the Jets did in Lambeau Field, why can't Micah Parsons and the rest of them come and do that to Aaron Rodgers too?
2 very winnable games coming up. I mean,
absolutely.
You're right.
And the quarterback controversy that never really was is over. This is the perfect transition. And now you can say to Cooper Rush, attaboy.
You say thank you, bro.
Thank you.
Yep.
Because we are 2 games above 500, handed it back to Dak. When we were 1 game under 500, when you handed it to Dak, from Dak to when you took it from Dak, and all's good. They're 2.5 games behind Philadelphia, but there is a lot of football to be played. Yeah. You'll see them again, and let's see what goes down. Problem is the Eagles and the Giants schedule over the next month is really winnable games for both of them, but same
but
thing
still
for you.
Play them both.
I mean, we can't worry about them. We just got to win our games.
I'm
just got to win our games.
The Cowboys, that's how you draw it. If they could have drawn it up that way, they would have, and then obviously they would want to have won, but
yeah,
the Eagles.
We couldn't ask for more than what we got right now, guys, because again, you face the Super Bowl champions, you face the runner-up, you face Tampa Bay, a playoff team, you face the Eagles, a playoff team. You face 4 teams that last year were in the playoffs. You beat 2 of them. There's no shame in that. And you're in a good spot right now. Maybe we don't win the division. I mean, again, the Eagles, hey, sometimes getting to the Super Bowl and things, you end up having a cake schedule. Sometimes you end up having the right luck. The ball bounces your way. You end up getting the right calls. Sometimes it's teams that aren't the number 1 seeds that go. Green Bay, Tennessee Titans, both lost in their first games. Both number 1 seeds. It was a wild card, San Francisco, that ended up going and carrying all the way through to the NFC Championship game against the Rams. You just don't know what you don't know. The key on it is that by the end of the season, you're playing your best football and you're healthier than the next guy. And right now, we could have that. So I'm not upset about the loss. I would have loved to have had it. I'm listening to all of the Eagle trolls that are expecting me to come in and sing the praise of the Eagles, and you're not going to get that. You get a congratulations, good job, and all that, and I'll see you Christmas Eve. Whew. All right, time to get the truck loaded and get up out of here. You know how we roll. I'll see you at the Red Brick House.
Our coach here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report.
You did one hell of a job, and the only thing else I got to say